we go. Oh, now I immediately see a few cards that I like. Demanding Dragon is just a really good bomb for limited formats. 5/5 flyer for 5, and it has an additional effect, like just that as a baseline would be enough, but it's even better than that. Some people don't like Declare Dominance, but I found that it can win you games on its own, so I enjoyed that card. So Switcheroo can be good, but you are essentially just exchanging a creature, right? Like you're not gaining a card advantage, so it's not as great as you might think. But I think the choice is going to be very simple here. It's going to be the Demanding Dragon. I don't normally draft a lot of red decks. I'm not very good at playing red, especially like a full aggro style. I'm decent at Isid, a bit more controlly, but it should be okay. Militia Boogler. I like this card. Angel of the Dawn is pretty sweet as well. You could try to go white with Angel and some other Boros cards. Um, However, if we are gonna go for a bit of aggro, then I think that Thud might actually work quite well. It's of course not a great card to just throw out there. You're sacrificing a creature just to do some phase damage, but if you've got a big creature and you swing in and then Thud afterwards, that's a lot of extra reach than the opponent might not expect. Isolate seems like more of a sideboard card to me. Another Declare Dominance. Um, we do also have a Sparkdome Dragon. I'm not a big fan of Sparkdome. It's a 5 mana 3/3 flyer most of the time, and there's an option to do 3 damage, but it's kind of expensive. So, I think I'm just gonna go with Declare Dominance. It's a bit early in the draft to really look ourselves into just red, so might as well red. Let me just set up something on the side here. There we go. Sorted. Uh, Double check if the sound is good volume. Probably should have done that at the start, but not so fun. Double check if the sound is good volume. Right. Before that becomes a big feedback loop, we'll stop that. I really like Ether Shield Artificer. It is very opposite to what we're drafting so far, but it may just be to keep our options wide. There's primarily a blue-white theme in this set for artifacts, so this doesn't really work with that, but um, screw it. Let's take the Artificer. Artificer? Artificer. Not sure how you pronounce that correctly. Heroic Reinforcements is great. If you're going white with Boros, this is easily one of the best cards. The Boros archetype, I feel, is pretty strong in Core Set 2019, and this is easily one of the big reasons as to why I feel that way. So we're gonna take that. Um, Oresco's can swing in early for a bit of damage. Mighty Leap might be good for some reach. Rupture Spire. I don't think we'll necessarily go for that many colors, so it's a bit pointless. I think Hostile Minotaur might be good as well. Um, I think I'm gonna go with the Minotaur. Mm. This would be a sideboard card, but we're doing best of ones, so it's not that great. This is more of a ramp card. I don't think we're necessarily going to be ramping. I think another Mighty, or a first Mighty Leap might be pretty decent as a choice. Um, Next up, I don't think we'll ever have more than 2 Mighty Leaps in our deck, so we can forego that. Tectonic Rift might be decent to stop any kind of block and get a final swing in there. And it's definitely better than a Lava X in my opinion. Night Splash is good too. Just having a stronger creature on the board and limited can be pretty powerful, I find. I think I'm gonna go with the Tectonic Rift. If we're gonna go wide and be aggro, then, well, that's the card to do it with. Trumpet Blast fits into that, but I feel it's a bit expensive for the amount of power you get. It is instant though, so you can suddenly do a bit of extra damage with things that are unblocked. And it does work nicely with our heroic reinforcements. But I think we're just going to go with a 1-drop that gives us some extra haste. Finalize doesn't really fit into our game plan. But Sure Strike does. I really just don't like Lava X. It's really expensive. So I think we're going to go for a Stone Quarry here. Well, I should have gone for the Lava X. That's going to be another Stone Quarry. Next up, going to be... Well, none of these are great. Finish off the pack. Really? Let's put these aside, since we're not going to be playing any of them. Now there's what you'd call a bomb. Laughless Dragon Queen. Flying, whenever another non-token dragon enters the battlefield under your control, create a 5/5 red dragon creature token with flying. Dragons you control get +1/+0 until end of turn. This card is fine, just baseline as a 6 mana 5/5 with flying, or 6 mana 6/6 even with flying. That's just a strong card. And then it's called upsides. We already have a demanding dragon, so that's one of the few other dragons that you could get in this set. So that's a very easy pick. I would pick that even if we didn't have the demanding dragon, quite easily. Not a big fan of most of these. Take Vengeance might be nice, but we're mostly trying to be aggressive. I do like Electrify though. Electrify is a good staple to have. It's flexile, flexible. It lets us do some damage to a creature as removal, or we can shoot it right at the face of the enemy. This does create a dragon, but I think it's non-token. Yeah, it's non-token. It might still be a good card though to ramp. I don't see. Well, speaking of non-token dragons, we have a Spark Tongue available, so I think that's what we're gonna go for. All of these really fit our plan, but Act of Treason, probably another good finisher. Throw that in later on, suddenly they don't have enough blockers, and we've got an extra attacker, and bam, there you go. We've already got a copy of each of these. That's a little bit surprising. I think, how many creatures do we have? We really don't have that many. Oh, actually, you can't target Electrify at a face. Huh. Well, the more you know. I think Electrify is the best card out of these 4, but I think we need some creatures right now, so we're gonna pick a Minotaur. Ooh, Cutter Snipe. It's very much a build around. How many do we have? We do actually have a fair few of these, so with some combat tricks and heroic reinforcements and the like, I think this could actually work out quite well. So we'll pick that up. That's life gain. We don't really want that. That's very expensive. Also heavy on the white. I think it's gonna be another hostile Minotaur. I don't think we're gonna run all 4, or 3 even. It's kind of what we're stuck with. Did we already get a Trumpet Blast? I don't think we did, so another one would fit. Definitely. I think we can take out Trusty Pack Beast, because we are not going to run that. Those chances are very slim. I think we can take these out as well at this point. Honestly, we might just be a mono red deck at this rate. No, we're not going to pick any of those. I don't think we'll run a second active treason, but it's there. Rustwing Falcon, I think could actually be nice for some chip damage. Play it turn 1. Don't think we need a second, but there you go. These are all going to be sideboard material. There we go. Desecrate a tomb. Whenever one or more creature cards leave your graveyard, create a 1/1 black bat creature token with flying. That's pretty good. Constructed, I guess. It's very much not very good and limited. You'd really have to build around that, and that would be difficult at the best of times. Gearsmith Guardian would work. There. Oh no, actually, this is the one that gets stronger with blue. Never mind. Roller's Axe is nice. Dying Mirror would work very well with Ether Shield Artificer, actually. Johnny's Pride Mate is incredible if you have live gain, especially consistent live gain. But I don't think we have literally any of that. Oh no, it doesn't seem like we do. So, Angel of the Dawn helps us go wide, and it's a 3/3 flyer for 5. So, I think that's gonna be the choice. Oh, a Planeswalker. Sadly, not in our colors, and not great either. But I don't really see anything else in this pack that I would really want. Maybe the Tormenting Voice. Tormenting Voice is pretty good. But I think I'm just gonna pick this so we can have it as a actual card in our collection.
I won't lose more.
Inferno Hellion. Beginning of each end step, if Inferno Hellion attacked or blocked this turn, its owner shuffles it into their library. That could be some good damage, but I think that's not quite what we're looking for. Luminous Bones, however, is some decent removal. 3 mana for disabling a creature for the most part. That's always welcome. Crash through. It's going to be another way for us to finish off the game. We really need to keep an eye on how many creatures we actually have, though, because at this rate, we're going to end up with a lot of spells and not a lot of creatures to actually do anything with. We've got 1 3-drop, 2 1-drops. That's it. Yeah, we need creatures like right now. Otherwise, this is not going to work out. I don't like the Loxodon Linebreaker. It's a bad card. It's a 3 mana 3/2 that fails on the vanilla test, so we say. But I don't think we have much of a choice here. We do actually need creatures on the battlefield to win us the game, of course. Catalyst Elemental. Now that's a good card. That's gonna let us ramp into some of our bigger stuff. So I'm very much happy about that. Inspired Charge is a bit expensive, and like we said, we want to go white, but we don't actually have that many creatures yet, so it might be more of a ramp into Laplas and then hope for the best. We're gonna pick that though. Cavalry Drill Master is a very nice card to pick up for us. Lets us get in some early damage. It's a cheap creature. It's basically exactly what we need. Onaki Ogre or Havoc Devils. I think I want some early drops, so it's going to be the Ogre. Oh, the pack is really listening to us. We needed some early creatures, so here we go. Here's some early creatures. Fire Elemental, bit expensive for what it does. Sure Strike. I think we've got plenty of Sure Strikes, as well as just generally speaking, combat tricks. So, Fire Elemental is what it's going to be. Not too fond of any of these cards, really. This card is fairly bad if you don't have anything to, you know, activate it, and even then it's mediocre at best in my opinion. It would work with the Ether Shield Artificer, but putting that in and the other one just so they can work with each other is a recipe for disaster, I would say. I think I'm gonna pick Aviation Pioneer just to have it in my collection. So I like that card, and it's a pretty good card. None of these are great, so I think we'll go with the Fire Elemental. Another Stone Quarry, because why not? Um, let's just build our land for our collection. Spire Charge is the only thing that's relevant. Ghost Form and Island. So what we end up with is a large assortment of spells. Not quite as many creatures as we'd hope for. Well, 16 is okay, but usually you want a little bit more so you can cut the ones that aren't quite as good. Um, Alright, we definitely need to be a little bit. We don't need two fire elementals, that's a bit much. We also don't need. Let's see, two sure strikes, one is plenty. We're gonna keep that in just because we don't have enough creatures otherwise. Hostile Minotaur's gonna get out of there. Spire Charge, I feel like this is too expensive. But we do like AoE buffs. AoE, I mean, team buffing spells. If we're gonna go and try to be a little bit wide. So I think we'll keep it in just for the sake of it. Don't need to act as treason. We do have some good targets for our Thud, so I think we'll keep that. Loxodon Linebreaker isn't great, but it's one of our few 3-drops. Let's see. Those are all fine. Fine with all of those. We're not that high on the curve. Well, actually, we're pretty high on the curve. A lot of our power cards are pretty high up, so I don't think we should really drop a land. Out of all of these, probably gonna be. I really want to cut the Loxodon Linebreaker, but I fear we wouldn't have enough creatures if we did. Like, we have a lot of non-creature spells, like a lot. I think it's gonna be the Inspire Charge. It's a bit expensive for when it does. I was sort of thinking about the Tectonic Rift as well, but I think that's probably gonna win us a few games. So let's put Lathless up there, and then we're done and good to go. Um, well, it's too late now, but I think I'm gonna cut a Stone Quarry after this match. Simply because we're playing a 2-color deck, so we don't really need that many, like, dual colors. And since it enters the battlefield tapped, it may quite frequently just be worse than a basic land. And we don't really want that, do we? That's a decent opening hand. 2 land drops is a bit low. I think we're gonna keep it, and we're rewarded with another land. So we're just gonna turn 1, Restoring Falcon, start chipping away. Just double checking something. That's all good. Pull that back up. Close that. There we go. Turn to Child of Night. That's okay. I do dislike that he's gonna gain life because obviously and sort of hampers our plans. We need a couple more lands and then we're set. Gutter Snipe plus Sure Strike will be pretty decent. Not only does it do damage, but or not only is it the actual card, but we're also going to get some damage out of it with Gutter Snipe, so. If we can get to the Minotaur, then we might be in decent shape. I don't love our current position, though. Why is my Twitch in daytime mode? Can we find out real quick? There we go. Solved. Sacrifice, or Catalyst Elemental, resolve. That could be nasty. That is some big ramp. Put that back up. There we go. We're all good. Don't worry about it. We've sorted everything. Attack. He's inside with a child. Damage. I don't like this because it's scary. This means he could play potentially a 6-drop on turn 4. That would be very scary, to put it lightly. You have the Sure Strike. I think we're gonna have to play the Gutter Snipe here. Because otherwise we lose a little bit too much momentum. He is playing red as well, so there's quite a few combat tricks that he could have. But I'm thinking about keeping the Restoring Falcon back, so we can block here. I think that's what I'll do. Here's the reason why I wanted to remove the Stone Quarries. If this was either of the other basic lands, or just either of the basic lands, then this would be much better than a Stone Quarry right now. They're nice to have for when you're playing like 3-color decks, but in a dual color deck, I don't know. You usually have the colors that you need. We're not that heavy on anything besides the red pips. Like, we don't have a lot of white, so as long as we have the occasional plains, we'd be fine without having the Stone Quarries in there. Alright, I like that. That's good, because that means he's not going to sack this for something big. He's got 1 black. I don't think there's any black combat tricks in this set, so we're gonna block that. And there you go. We did the trade we were hoping for. He's on a much higher life total than I would like being an aggro deck, but it's kinda just the way it goes. We have Sure Strike if he throws anything scary at us. I was really hoping we'd get a basic land off our top deck. And that would let us play the Hostile Minotaur right away. These two together would actually be very nice. I've been hit by, like, buffing a creature, attacking with it, and then thudding it right after for, like, some massive damage before. That's the main thing with Thud. You have some incredible reach. Or can have some incredible reach. When combined with buff spells, I mean. Because essentially you're getting double value in the buff spell, right? You're getting the 3 in your creature's attack, and you're getting the 3 in the actual Thud itself. Not gonna block any of these, obviously. We might block this one, but I don't think we need to. Let's see what he does. Alright. I don't want to sack my Gutter Snipe, because it's going to be very useful for us, and I don't want to book that one. So, um, however, I could use the Sure Strike. Mm, I think that's worth it. Remove any potential of getting a Hydro, because he didn't play a land last turn, or the turn before that actually. So, keeping his mana down may be a good idea. Oh, there's an Electrify. I like that. That's nice. I think I'm just gonna play the Minotaur and attack with it, and then if he wants to sack 2 creatures to deal with it, then I'm fine with that. That's a 2-for-1, so there you go. It's an extra bit of damage coming in for free. Mm-hmm. That discarded card is part of the cost, so you can't actually activate that if he doesn't have any cards. That 3 mana ability is very scary though, because he can use that as an instant on his turn. I don't particularly care about the 1 damage, so no reason to give him an untapped 2/2. Is the way I view it. Let me just check my phone real quick while he decides what he wants to do. Alright, well, the friend that I was going to go to the pre-release with is just cancelled. So that sucks. But I'll decide whether I still go or not in a little bit, I suppose. I think I still go. It'll be fun either way, even if I go there by myself, right? So, should I electrify here? I think I will. I'm gonna electrify the Pyromancer. Oh, but it's my turn. Oops. Did not realize that it was. That's a bit unfortunate. I didn't realize it was my turn. I got sidetracked. Although I didn't have the mana to play Minotaur anyway, so that's okay. I am gonna electrify this on my turn, so he can't sack it in response and kill one of my creatures. I think I would have liked to attack with the Minotaur if I had realized that it was my turn, but that's okay. Yo! Hello and welcome to the stream, to Trumpa, which, of course, is Menno. Hallo man, hoe gaat ie? Bit of Dutch for you there. Alright, so we've removed that. Sadly, we didn't get our hits in with the Minotaur because we messed up, but that's okay. DI3. Wat is dat precies? Bedoel je Diablo 3? Oh, a Dragon Egg. Interesting. That's a pretty good defensive creature for him. It's gonna give him a 2/2 flyer with fire breeding. I'm not gonna block that. No need to. Was gezellig met weer verder. Geen probleem man. Ik hoop dat je een leuke dag hebt verder man. It's gonna have to be a Stone Quarry. Don't necessarily want to attack into that Dragon Egg right now. He's just gonna sack the Dragon Egg to create the flyer, but I think that's just kind of what we have to deal with. Actually, if we attack now and then play the Dragon next turn, because he's gonna block with this, and oh, he'll just sack that one, I guess. Yeah. I don't think there's much of a reason for us to attack right now. We're just gonna have to wait for the dragon to come out. We've currently got a reach of 5 with Thud. With the dragon, it'll be much higher. It'll be 7. Which, I mean, much higher. It's 2 extra, right? It's significant. It's a lot. It's like 40%. Alright. He has been royally mana screwed this entire game. He's played 3 lands throughout. And we're on like turn 7 for him, I think. That's pretty bad. But he's been able to play something almost every turn, so he's almost doing better in that respect than I am. He's probably gonna swing with the Dissenter again. See if he can get the 2-2. From Scarring. There you go. I'm not too worried about my own life total here, so that's just gonna go through. I don't care. Because killing it now would be, you know, a waste. He's gonna have to make a choice between sacking this and sacking that when I play the dragon. Could play the Spark Tongue. I don't think I need to. Having the 5 health body is gonna be nice. Or toughness, I should say. Just to block some of this nonsense. This one specifically. Ooh, Mighty Leap. So playing this would be 2 damage plus 5 damage is 7. Then Thud it for 5, which is another 7. It's 16. We are very close to just being able to straight up kill him. Just by virtue of the Thud. I think I actually don't want to play the Demanding Dragon here. Because this is a lethal next turn. And giving him a flyer with the Demanding Dragon would actually be kind of productive to finishing him off next turn. So we're going to play out a Fire Elemental. Then next turn we're going to Mighty Leap, then Thud it. For a bunch of damage. If he does not have a removal spell right now or some other way to mess with it, then I believe we just win. So let's hope he doesn't. Hey, there's his 4th land. Does he have anything crazy? No. Alright, that's GG. Good stuff. Very good stuff. He can't kill me here, so it's gonna be a good game for us. He won't even know what hit him. We're gonna go Mighty Leap, Fire Elemental. Gutter Snipe's gonna go off. We're gonna tell him good game. He doesn't have any mana open to respond, so there isn't much he can do. In fact, there's nothing he can do. I'm gonna swing in for 7. Wow. Maybe I've really underrated Thud before, because before someone killed me with it, I was of the opinion that this is a terrible card, but like, look at this reach you have with it. It's insane. Oh, let's do this properly. Let's not do damage to our own creature, that would be problematic. Let's give him another good game, give him the opportunity to spawn with a good game. There we go. And there's match win number 1. Yeah, I really like Thud. I didn't think I would, but Thud is a very good spell, turns out. when you are playing aggro. Eternal Thirst. Outlive your opponent by using their life force to heal your wounds. Your life means their death. Interesting. Before we play the next match, let's have a look. So, it's an M19 focused life gain set. 3 Johnny's Bridemaid. That's very nice. It's a good card to have. Decent. Being with each cup, keep if you lost life last turn, put a +1/+1 counter. Oh, that's pretty nice. But you need to lose life for it to gain. It's not great. Other vampires you control. That's pretty good. So it's like a semi-vampire, semi-life gain. Resplendent Angel. That is an insane card. Like, are you kidding? A 3-mana 3/3 with flying is already just good. And then you have the upside of it just gaining 5 life and making a 4/4 angel with flying and vigilance. Plus it can buff itself to be able to do that. That's insane. Leonin War Leader is nice. Sanctum Seeker is decent. Sanctum Seeker is actually very nice in a vampire deck. Vraska's Contempt is good removal. Happy to have that. Champion of Dusk I find very cool, but I haven't really tested them out. No idea if it's actually any good. Pure Blood. It's limited powerhouse, I usually find. Very low curve this deck, but got some pretty good cards for free, so I can't complain about it. Let's continue our draft, shall we? There we go. It'd be nice, actually, and since this is still open beta, I might make a suggestion for that. If you're already doing a draft, if it just shows up like on the home screen, it's like continue your draft here. Just as like a little reminder, so you don't have to click on the actual page to remember what you're drafting. I think that would be a pretty good suggestion. I feel like at the higher ends of play, bluffing through this way is going to be pretty important, but for us, it's unnecessary. Pretty similar hand to last time. We're gonna go ahead and pray that we get lands, because if we don't, we are royally screwed. But if we just gain like 2 lands on our next 2 draw steps, then we are good to go. That's not a land, but we've got some more chances. I actually forgot to take out the stone quarries. I need to remember to do that after this one. Dark Dweller Oracle. Oh, that's interesting. I don't know how good that is, but it's definitely interesting. There's a stone quarry. Actually happy to see that one this time around, because it is a land, even if it enters tapped. That's not too relevant right here. What the? Are you just... Okay. I mean, that's a choice. It's definitely a choice that you can make. Let's bait him out with the Yonaki Ogre, and then go for a Rogue Reinforcements next turn for a big swing. Or we can play Gutter Snipe and do some extra damage with it. Yeah, actually, I like the Gutter Snipe here. Although, I guess you'd get more damage out of the Ogre being on the field, but I don't know, man. I like having my synergies work. So getting this together is, it just feels nice, you know? Catalyst Elemental. Did he mulligan like multiple times? He must have, right? Because yeah, there's no way he didn't. Obviously not gonna block here. Very, very nice. This is gonna be our heroic reinforcements turn. It's gonna be a pretty big swing for us. We'll do 4 damage in return. He might actually kill us in return with a thud, but probably not. We have an electrify, so that's good. We'll probably electrify one of his creatures if we don't draw land. If we draw land though, then we are in great shape. 1 land would be amazing right now. Nope. No land. Kind of want to play out the Anaki Ogre. Don't really need to right now though. I think we're gonna attack with everything and then electrify something on his turn. And then next turn we kill him with Mighty Leap and Gutter Snipe combos, I think. Yeah, we should, right? Yeah, definitely, because that's gonna do 2, then it becomes a 4 or a 4/4 with 6. The Electrify is gonna hit him because of Gutter Snipe, so that works. That is totally fine. It'd be great if we had some high win counts on this draft, so we can sustain our gem count without having to spend too much on the game. That's nice. That does not do anything for him, so I think we win. Yeah, I think we win here. Let's see what he does. Does he have anything else? If he doesn't, then that's GG. Block. Electrify. I think. I mean, he'll probably sack it. But. I mean, that's fine by me, honestly. I'm just looking for the damage. Does Gutter Snipe actually fizzle if my Electrify can't find a target? It might do. Did he sack it? Yes, he did. Wait, he sacked it for the mana, not for the... Well, that's surprising. Because his mana is gonna go away, like, before combat phase ends, so it's not actually any use to him. And then he's dead right here, so... I don't think there's anything green that gives you flying. Let's give it the again. Or reach for that matter. No. Titanic growth doesn't give reach. Which is surprising because it does make you like stupid big. And when things like vine walls, right, which is just a bunch of vines and trees have reach, then you would think that large size would also give you reach, but you know. Let's go for oh, cancel, cancel, cancel. We are gonna remove some of these stone quarries because we are an aggro deck, and we would rather have some basic lands in there instead. I'm gonna keep in one just for the sake of it. It might be helpful at some point. Don't have a lot of sources of white at the moment, so I might consider putting in another one, but I think it'll be okay. We're much heavier on the red anyway, so that's not too big a deal. Now that's a very nice opening hand. That's a big keeper. We can attack with the Catalyst, sack it into a Fire Elemental. Some elemental synergy there, yo. Small elemental words. Small elemental, big elemental. Words are hard sometimes, guys. You might not know this, but words are difficult. Promise you. Rustwing Falcon isn't exactly scary, so that's fine. It's gonna chip away at us. He's playing white-black, which has probably got some life gain, which we don't like as aggro, but we'll have to wait and find out. No plays. I wonder what he's gonna do on our turn. As like a turn 3 black-white. He might just not have like any actual plays like at all. Not sure. Let's start with the hostile Minotaur. So now gets buffed with heroic reinforcements as well. Gives us 5 damage this turn. Like it's already got the haste, so heroic reinforcements right now would not really do that much. Oh, there you go. That's like the one card that does something on the opponent's turn in black-white. That's like you know, like non-combat trick, I think. That caught us off guard a little bit, so that's annoying, but it's not the end of the world. Can't attack with the elemental anymore because it would die. I imagine he's gonna attack with the stag, tap our elemental, get some damage. Oh, well that's just mean. Like, that's rude. How dare you? That hired blade was very nasty. Oh, now this could be good. This could be very good. Play on another. We'll do Stone Quarry this turn because I don't need the extra mana right now. I'm gonna play on Heroic Reinforcements, swing in for 7. And then next turn we're gonna Act of Treason Starcrown Stag, which gives us 7 damage again. I guess we won't. Tap that all you like. Doesn't really do anything. Ah, well there's a problem. There's a solution. There's a great solution. Alright, I think that's GG. Let's count before we do anything rash. So that's 4 creatures. Okay, no, that's 100% GG. He does have 4 mana open, so if he has something to counter this, then we're in slight bit of trouble. Because this is really our like only play. Attack with everything. Tap that. Trumpet Blast. Does he have anything to counter? He does not. Good game. Like I said, red-white aggro is very dangerous in M19 if you get a decent draft in there. And we definitely did. We got some of the core cards. Like Heroic Reinforcements is incredible. Angel of the Dawn works very well in this archetype. And we've just got some like nice bombs like Lathas, Demanding Dragon. Those are really, really strong. And Gutter Snipe's actually been doing work. So we've got a good setup, I think. We may go pretty far. Let's see. Currently 3-0, so that's a good start. Wonder if we can make it to the 7. Let's not jinx it though. That would be a problem. I hate this. I hate this. Because we don't have a white for this. We don't have a land for the extra one. Okay, no, I'm being stupid. I don't hate this at all. I've been keeping hands like this the entire time, and it's worked out almost every time. It's risky, but I think we'll manage. I think we'll be okay. Almost every time.
It's
What's
risky,
our
but
audio volume like? It's decent. I think we'll be okay. There you go. There you go. It has paid off. We have a very low curve right now. Tectonic Rift's gonna be amazing, I think. Definitely gonna play Onaki on turn 3. I think. Oh my god, we have a Thud as well. Well, that's about as good of a hand like early on that we can ask for, so yeah, why not? We're gonna play out Onaki, and we're gonna play out Gutter Snipe. We're gonna play out Tectonic Rift for a swing, which is gonna do some extra damage because of Gutter Snipe, and then we're gonna Thud, and that's gonna do extra damage, and then oh, all the magic, literal magic. I think playing out Onaki again first is a good idea. Don't really care about him swinging in. Doesn't really like trouble us. I mean, he's playing Simic. That's not exactly aggro colors, is it? Okay, that's a little bit scary, but it's not a massive clock or anything, so we should be okay. I think should curve out with Hostile Minotaur here. Yeah. We're gonna go for a big Tectonic Rift turn. That's what we're hoping on right now. I just hope he doesn't have any more tempo gains right now. Because any more tempo would really suck. Like another Expulsion Mage. Exclusion Mage. Oh, this is nasty. Because Tectonic Rift doesn't work against that. And Skyrider Patrol is an absolute bomb in Limited. So, we'll need to watch out for that. If we play this out, then we have enough for all of this next turn? No, just barely short. I am gonna swing with the Minotaur this turn, that's for sure. Let's get Gunner Snipe out there. Attack with Minotaur. It's gonna go through, of course. And turn. Still not too worried about his damage. I might regret that. But we'll have to see. He's probably gonna attack with Skyrider, right? So that means something less to block. Or that can block. Alright, so that's 8. It's very good for us. If we get a white mana right here, that would be crazy. Oh. Do I want to play the Binding Dragon first? I mean, let's see. So we have Tectonic Rift and Thud. So that's 2 plus 9 comes 11, 13, 17. Oh, we just win. So let's just do that. Doesn't matter. Yep, we have a very strong deck, I think. And then we thought in the ogre, and then it's a good game. GG. We have been doing incredible with these decks. These decks? Well, this deck. Singular for now. Very nice. Very, very, very nice. And there's our Guilds of Ravnica pack. I think we'll save it until we have finished this draft, so we can open a few more packs at once. Let me just send out a quick Discord message that I'm live right now. I should have done that much earlier, but you know, why not? Everyone currently. There we go. Currently live with the continuing for next 4 more hours, maybe more. Feel and say hello. There we go. Let's look at our hand. I think this is great. We just need one more land, and then we're essentially good to go. Oh, is this the new Guilds of Ravnica play area? It must be, because I haven't seen this before, and it seems very Ravnica themed. I like this. This looks very nice. Oh, you can see the guilds here. It's definitely the Guilds of Ravnica one. No doubt about it. Close that, open that. There we go. No land just yet. Which means we're just gonna have to swing with this. We really need to draw a land right now, otherwise this might become a problem. Okay, that's a problem. He did not play any land either. Are we both mana screwed? Could be. That'd be kind of weird. Yeah, he's got nothing. He's discarding Trample Maul. Dreadmaul. He discards the Dreadmaul. Is he just assuming he won't get there? Because that's a very strong card. Or at least I very much like that card. So if he's discarding that, then either the rest of his hand is even better than the Dreadmaul, or he's just assuming he won't get there. I mean, I think the second might not be a terrible assumption, especially since he sees we're playing red-white. Oh, there you go. He's ramping out. He's doing things. Oh, he's playing 3-color. Interesting. If we play hostile reinforcements here, how much damage do we get? So that's 4, that's 6, that's 5, that's 11. I think we just win with hostile reinforcements here. Alternatively, Minotaur works too. I think I like the Minotaur more, maybe? He's gonna block one of them, so it's gonna be that, so it's gonna be 11 damage. I think I prefer the reinforcements, actually. I think that's a little bit more secure of a way to win right now. He's gonna block that, so we do 6. There we go. And this turn, we can attack with everything. He's gonna block 1. Let's just get through 3. We don't actually win right here if we do that. But we do have Electrify. If we bait him out into blocking this, I think that's the right choice. You can also give it haste, so that helps. Yeah, I think that's what we do. There we go. Ah, there you go. He realizes there's a very small chance he comes back from that, so there's a GG right there. We've been doing exceptionally well. A card. Spore Swarm. Create 3 1/1 green supplementing creature tokens. Instant. This is a Dominaria card. I haven't actually seen this before. This is a very nice card. 3/1/1s for 4 at instant speed. That's great. As the irrepressible power of a Dorman Multani courses through Yavimaya, forest passes judgment on travelers and natives alike. Only the fungus prospers. Very well. Wow, we're 5-0 right now. Damn. That's really nice. Oh, that is very nice, in fact. I think I might actually upload this to YouTube this run because I didn't think about this before, but obviously drafts are a great thing to upload to YouTube. I mean, they're a short self-contained format, so just upload a draft for people to watch through. Works out very well, I think. And we found a match. Just typing a quick message to my friend. There we go. 4 lands, one of which is a dual. Luminous Bond's got a modifier. Yeah, this is good. I would actually prefer like the 2 land hands that we've been getting. Just because it's incredible for the amount of creatures we have, right? Like, this is very low on what we can actually do. Like, we've got a Goblin Motivator and then a Luminous Bonds for the first 3 turns. We have to wait all the way until turn 3 before those. What? What the fuck was that? Hello? Uh, right. Yeah, I clicked it because it was like, let's attack. Oh. Okay, no, I'm very happy with that actually. That's amazing. Like, destroy target tapped creature on my Goblin Motivator? Yes? Please? Instead of my, like, demanding dragon? That's great for us. I do not mind that at all. We've also got enough land in hand to get to the dragon, so we are good to go. We are very good to go. We'll electrify to destroy whatever he plays out next. We've got living or luminous bonds for whatever he's got. That's gonna be dangerous. Which apparently is just walking corpses every turn. Okay. Not even gonna electrify. Because quite frankly, that's a waste on a walking corpse. Gonna play out the demanding dragon first. There we go. He's probably gonna sack a corpse, because taking 5 would be quite a bit of damage. Of course. Okay, no, that's fine. I mean, he's got plenty of life, so I'm not too surprised, but there you go. This is the anti-counter card, which is fine because we have no way of getting counters, I don't think. So, that's fine. Catalyst Elemental. We're gonna play Angel of the Dawn. Yep. He's been pretty mono-screwed. I don't think he's played a land in either 2 or 3 turns down. At the very least 2. There we go. Hit in for 6. And then, unless he has something right now, alright. There's a Hieromancer's Gauge. Doesn't win in the game. It's just sort of a stall. Don't have the damage to win right here. It's fine. Got 2 removal spells. Plenty of ways to do things. And another one, really? Okay, well that's problematic. Hmm. Double Hieromancer's Cage is pretty nasty. No blockers. Damage. We can, however, electrify here on my turn. Not right now because we'd sack our elemental. Get an additional 2 damage in there, which I wouldn't mind doing. Um, I think no. Actually, we can do Luminous Bones. That works. Because I just want to get the 2 damage in there to finish him off next turn. Like, be more guaranteed to finish him off, basically. There we go. Back. And then we can literally win with just playing cards from our hand if we don't need to attack. I mean, we probably will, but we don't actually need to. Starcrown Stag. Yeah, the biggest danger right there would have been for him to have a removal spell, in which case the game was going to be very hard for us. We do still have a Thud in our deck. Because if he had a removal spell and he killed Gutter's Knife, then yeah, that'd be nasty. We should be fine here. Um, yeah, it's GG. Good game. Actually, let's attack with the Catalyst Elemental. Just in case he has some kind of removal spell that he plays in response to the Gutter Snap. Although, actually, I don't think that would even work. But, I mean, if we're gonna play out the Sure Strike, then why the hell wouldn't we? Get a creature out of it, right? You never know what happens. It's good practice to do this, I would say. Um, yeah, play out Electrify. So why the hell not? It didn't seem like he had anything in response, and even if he did, the trigger ability on Gutter Snipe would still be on the stack, so he'd still die. Wow. Our very first draft of open beta, and we are currently 6-0. That's pretty good. Need to start something. And there we go. This one's a bit longer of a wait time. There was a bug in the closed beta, I think, where sometimes you just wouldn't find an opponent. Like, you could sit there and wait for like 10 minutes and it wouldn't find anyone. But if you just cancelled and then restarted the queue, it'd be like snap and you'd find someone. So, let's see what happens. We might cancel and restart queue here in a second. Nope, unnecessary. We're all good to go. One more win, and we'll have a perfect record in our very first draft of the open beta. That would be very nice. I would enjoy that very much. We've already made our gems back, so we've literally just had free cards so far. Um, yeah, let's. Well, there's no reason to show our white color so far. I don't think we have anything in our deck that costs more than one white, so Field Scraper, that's a 4 card. But it's something, whereas I have nothing right now. Mountain. Active Treason will be nice, not currently though. It's a bit of a shame we didn't have one of our earlier drops, that would have been nice to have. I think we'll be okay though. If only we had this last turn, right? We'd actually have had a play. I guess I still didn't need to show the planes, but at this point, you never know when someone pulls out like a Mind Roll or whatever. I mean, I know he's not playing black right now, but you never know. Like burns are 1 planes. Although I think most of those are non-land cards, but even then, oh, that's annoying. Not unbeatable. Do I want to play out the Drill Master right away? I don't think I do. No. I'm gonna keep it. I'm kind of hoping he actually plays a big creature, so I can Active Treason, and then possibly just win from there. Because I've got a lot of combat tricks for some extra reach. This is 5 damage just for like 4 mana. Guess flying, first strike. That's good stuff. He's gonna attack first, okay. I'm just gonna accept that. We are pretty much always the aggressor with this deck, so it really does not matter too much if he, you know, gets some damage in there. Spark Tongue is not quite what we were hoping for, but it's getting there, I guess. I think I'm gonna Drill Master here to swing in with this one. So he can't block it without losing his Spark Tongue. First strike damage, regular damage. And I'm tempted to like Mighty Link. Well, no, I'm not at all actually. Because I want this on my turn to then swing in with Active Treason and hopefully finish him off. I've got 6 mana available, so it's Active Treason and Sure Strike. Okay, no blockers. Damage. He's got 6 mana open though, which is kind of scary. The one problem with Cavalry Drill Master is it's 1 HP. It's a bit weak. A little bit weak. Ah, well, here we go. Alright, so let's count. He's gonna block Cavalry Drill Master for 2 damage less, so we'll have 5 plus 5 is 10. It's not quite what we need, sadly. Hmm, let's see. I guess we just don't go for the win right now. We're just gonna attack him with um I don't know. I'm not sure if I even want a swinger. This is sort of the turn where we either win or lose, I think. I need some extra reach. I need like a thud, something like that. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna do anything here. Which really sucks, because that means we lose some tempo and he might actually beat us. But attacking now, I don't think blowing our stuff now would be just worth it. Actually, I think I'm gonna kill the spark thing. Mighty Leap. And then hope he plays something stronger. Basically. And then we'll active trees in that instead. Infectious Horror is not really what we were hoping for. Oh shit. Yeah, that doesn't really help us. So we'd get in for 2 with that. We'd get in for another, you know, because he can only block 1 and be another 2. So that's 6, and we can buff 1 for 3. It's 9. That's not enough. This is turning very bad. But, I mean, it's hard to expect, you know, a clean 7-0 on the very first draft. Alright, he's got a lot of mana. If he plays something big, then... Alright, well, that's not what we're hoping for. Damn. I mean... I might as well sack it. No reason not to. Well, kind of, but I don't have any enchantment removal in my deck, so... It's pretty irrelevant either way. Really? Okay. I think I'm okay with that. Wait for 3. My turn. Ah, there we go. I think that's our win. Is it? Yeah, I believe so. Because we get this one, so that's 6. And then we get another 6. Ah, fuck. That's 13, dude. Ah, shit. Alright. That's pretty unfortunate. Ah, damn. You've got 8 mana, so yeah. 4. This one's gonna do 6 total. That's another 6. Damn, I guess we should have gone in for some extra damage earlier or something. I don't know. Actually, I think what I'll do here is this. I'm gonna attack with the Cavalry Drill Master. I'm gonna get in for some damage. Um, Damn, no, that was a terrible choice as well. I think I just have to summon this now just to block. And then I'm still dead. Yeah, I don't think we have anything here. We were 1 damage off. Which is unfortunate. No, we forgot to give him the good game, but... Yeah, 1 damage off. Actually, if we had just gone with all of them, we would have been able to block and then possibly kill him on the return swing. Yeah, I think we had a chance there. But, misplayed it. Actually, no, we wouldn't have any blockers on the return, so... Nah, we were pretty straight up that right there. I like this hand. This hand is good. Catalyst Elemental into Lefis. Very nice. Put our spells over there. Gonna Stone Quarry first turn. Damn, again, like, this arena is just so nice. I love the way this one looks. It's so pretty. Mountain. Yep, that's good. We need that for our Lethless on turn 4. Honestly, I think I'm just gonna play out the Drill Master, because if he doesn't play anything turn 2, then It's about the same damage as we would get anyway. Alright, there you go. Ooh, is that... that's a pretty tasty ramp card. Well, it doesn't actually ramp you, but it's a good card. It's very strong. And we can't actually attack with the cavalry either. This cavalry is going fuck all for health. Sadly. We do have a thud for a Laplas later on. That could be cool. So we're gonna have a turn for Laplas. That's pretty crazy. Can be blocked by white creatures. Okay. That's annoying, but it didn't kill our plan, so we're good. And he doesn't have any kill spell immediately, so... if he has a removal spell for our Laplas, we sort of just lose, because all we have left then is, you know, combat tricks, and sorceries, and a land. So, if he's got a removal spell right now, it's GG. I think. Very likely to just be straight up GG. This would be 8, would be 16, these two together, with this. Damn, like next turn I can kill him. Well, not next turn, but turn after my next turn is what I meant. Alright, that's good. If he had a removal spell, he probably would have used it there or waited for my turn to then use it instead of spending all his mana, so I'm very happy with that. We're gonna swing in for 8, I think. Actually, I don't need the extra damage, so I'm just gonna keep it open and like threaten having something. Just so he's afraid of playing someone out. Like, he's dead either way, regardless of me doing the extra damage, so... I'm just gonna leave it where it is. Resolve. The thing with this card is that if it's a land card, you just basically draw an additional card, which is crazy. Or it can be crazy. And even if you don't, it's still a 2 mana 1/3, which is not like the worst thing on the planet or anything. Alright, and now we pray. Yep, alright, that's GG. There's no 1 mana green spell that wins him the game from this point, so it's gonna be a 7-1 draft. There we go, good game. We're gonna buff this twice. Actually, we only need to do it once. And then we're gonna thud. Sacrifice. Wow, this thud has been like next level MVP. Like, I think 3 or 4 of our 7 wins have been just off the back of thudding one of our bigger creatures after swinging with it. That's pretty insane. I really like that card now. It's doing good work. Arvat the Cursed. Death Touch lifelink for a 5 mana. Other legendary creatures you control get +2/+2. That's I'm not a big fan of that. Legendary creatures by nature can't have that many of them on the battlefield because you can only have 1 of each. So, yeah, it's not gonna work out that well. But that's a 7-1 for our very first draft. That's that's really nice. We lost 1 game that we were very close to winning. So yeah, that's a great start to the permanent stuff.